If you want to learn how to make this easy crock pot chicken with a side of rice for under $10, stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kenzie Lens, where we look at everything from my perspective. And in this video, we're going to make an easy crock pot chicken with a side of rice. And this meal is under $10. Yes, under $10. So what we're going to start out with is a family pack of chicken thighs from Myers. They were $3.91. And in this package, it came with 8 pieces of thighs. So what I go ahead and do, I rinse my chicken off, then I put it on a glass cutting board, then I put it paper towel on there to get some of that moisture out so that my seasoning can stick to the chicken. So I do that for about 10 to 15 minutes, just try to get some of that moisture out of the chicken before I actually put it in the crock pot. I like to use avocado oil to baste my chicken with. You can use whatever you would like. These are just the seasonings that I like to use. Black pepper, Italian seasoning. Like I said, you can use whatever seasonings that you like. I try to stay away from salt because it really gives me a headache. So I try to keep my seasonings just as light and as plain as possible. What I do next is go ahead and take that same avocado oil and I spray the bottom of my crock pot. And then I put it on high. And then I add my cream of mushroom soup, which was $1.50. And I put that down in the bottom of the crock pot so it can be like a little base for the chicken to go ahead and sit in while it is cooking. After I got the chicken all seasoned up, I go ahead and pop them bad boys into the crock pot. Just dump them in there and add 3 hours on the timer. This is what the chicken looks like. 3 hours of cooking in the crock pot on high. And as you see, my seasoning is not all over the place. It has to come off the chicken, has a lot of good steam. It's boiling. You got a lot of juices in there. So what I do is just move the chicken around, you know, the pieces that are at the top, get them down to the bottom. And you can see already after 3 hours, you see how easily my fork went through that chicken. So it is already starting to be tender already. After the 3 hour mark. But we are not done yet, okay? 3 hours is not enough for your chicken to be done in a crock pot. So what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and add some more time onto cooking that chicken. So what I do is I add 1 hour and 20 minutes in addition to the 3 hours that the chicken already cooked. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and get preparation for my side dish. I'm going to start out with just some regular old brown rice. You pick that up for the dollar store for $1. Go ahead, put that in my pot. I didn't measure, but I put in there probably about a cup of the brown rice that I use. So yes, only about a cup that I use. Next up, I got some riced cauliflower. And yes, I picked this up at the dollar store for $1. I did not know that they sold it, but yes, they do. Then I got some pepper stir fry. You could also pick that up at the dollar store for $1. So this is what it looks like with the cauliflower rice and the stir fry cooking. Just go ahead and stir that around. That typically cooks for about 15 minutes. And it's good to go at about a 15-minute mark. Now we're going to go ahead and check on our rice, which is good. You know, brown rice needs to cook about 15-20 minutes. I don't like gooey rice. I like my rice soft. So at the end, what I wind up doing is adding the brown rice with the cauliflower rice and the peppers to stretch that side dish. So when you have all that together, you have a lot of servings of size because you added basically those 3 ingredients together to create one. This is what our chicken looks like after the additional 1 hour and 20 minutes. It is so juicy, so tender. It was so good. So my chicken cooked for about a total of 4 hours and 20 minutes. Typically, chicken is going to cook about 4 to 5 hours for it to be really done. But you can see how juicy it is, how tender it is. It was so good. This meal could feed a family of at least 4, and it is perfect for meal prepping. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until then, Kizzy Lens signing off.